recently I'm seeing so many young people losing their lives. You know, you wake up today and then you see, you scroll your social media or even conversations, and it's like a young person has actually passed on, and I'm like, wait, God, what is happening? But aside from that, when I go back home, I'm thinking about their assignment, their identity, their purpose. I'm like, Lord, did they know you, first of all? Did they know who they were in you? Did they know what they can do through you? Did they know what they possess in you? Did they know their identity in you? Or did they pattern their life according to their profession? Did they pattern their life according to their family tradition, according to the patterns of their company, according to the patterns, of this world? Because you can actually be patterned with the patterns of this world, your family, your profession and stuff, and yet there's a way God made you, and there's a purpose that he particularly created you for, and he put all the things that you needed in you, the talents, the gift, the intellect, the knowledge, put it in you. So I'm like, God, when they were taking the last breath, like, did they get to that place of well done, good and faithful servant, and got their crowns? Because I believe that's a reality. Or why did they get to a place where you're asking them, listen, I created you to do this and that, but you did totally different, and you didn't obey me, so I don't understand what you're doing on earth. I'm like, what's up? Like, when I think about these things, they are so serious to me. I'm like, God, don't let, between dawn and dusk, don't let me exist without knowing who you are, without knowing my purpose, without knowing my space. Am I waking up every day to do that which is patterned in heaven? Like, whatever is I look like in heaven, am I looking like that on earth? Is there a similarity, or I'm totally deceived? Because when you do not know God, and it means you're walking in rebellion, and so you'll be deceived on many things, including your identity. So it will be patterned according to something else different. So when you're walking on earth and you don't know Him, you would think that is your reality. But when you accept Jesus and He begins to show you your identity, you're like, hey, I was literally living, and I was going to live my life. All my life was as a lie. And something that also just usually bothers me every time I see, of course, someone dead, and especially my age mate dead, or someone younger, or just anyone who's died. When I look at that casket being lowered, I'm like, God, I hope they knew you. Because if you don't know God, it means you're in rebellion. You remember the videos that we used to watch, the movies we used to watch of a witch? Like, if you don't know God, every day as you wake up, you are equated to a witch. Like, oh my goodness. Like, every day when you wake up every day and you don't know God, you are in rebellion, which is an equivalent of witchcraft in the eyes of God. I'm like, you could live your whole life as a witch without. Sorry guys, I'm laughing, but sometimes when I think about these things, I cry. Sometimes I laugh. I'm like, oh my God, how many people are saying that is a witch, and yet we are also a witch for as long as you don't know Christ, and we are walking in rebellion. So we are practicing witchcraft in the eyes of God. I'm saying this to say that so long as you have the gift of life, like sleep and wake up, checking if you are actually doing what you're supposed to do on earth as God created you. Because if you're not doing that, then you are living a lie. And that's just that. And you see, when you're in the lie, you actually even don't know that you're deceived. It's until you come to Christ and then you encounter truth, and then you say, oh my goodness, I had been deceived. So when you're in Christ, He hides you in His truth so that you can see the lie for what it is, so that you can see the witchcraft for what it is. So guys, sometimes, I don't know what happens to you when you see those obituaries and all, but sometimes those are the questions and the dynamics that run through my mind.